everyone, welcome back to Happy Little Knits. I'm Chanel Shea. Today is day 10 of, and hopefully the last day, of test knitting the late checkout sweater by Veronica Lindberg from Kuta Vakika. It is sitting right here, but my boy's napping on it, so anyway, I don't remember the last day, I don't know how long it's been since I have touched this. Hey, ow, Uncle. Anyway, I don't remember how long it's been since I picked this up, because I kind of put it down for a little bit to work on like some other projects. I ended up knitting like so many pairs of socks. I kind of went through a sock craze, and so that's what I've been working on mostly. So the sweater got kind of put on hold for a little bit, but I'm wanting to get it done now because I started uploading like these videos, and I have to get this one uploaded and edited and uploaded for Tuesday, I want to say, and today's Saturday. So I need to finish this so I can edit this video and get it uploaded. But anyway, I took a break from it, and I even took a break from knitting for a little bit just because life has been crazy. We got some crazy news, life stuff that I will share with you at a later date. So stay tuned because it's pretty exciting. But it's kind of been affecting my knitting and everything. So anyway, we're gonna work on it today. Kevin is, he took Sophie. Kevin and Sophie are out going to an indoor playground area. So I have the house to myself for a little bit, and I think I'm gonna get cozy and start knitting on this. I just have the ribbing left to do, and then sew down the collar, and then it's done. It's just kind of I think I'm just getting bored of it, and so I'm wanting to work on other things like socks. They're quick reward type thing, I think is what it's called, a quick reward something, I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna change because this sweater is uncomfortable. But yeah, so I'm gonna sit down and start knitting on this, and hopefully we can get it finished today, at least the body, because if I can at least get the body today, I can sew the collar down at any other time. The test knit ends on Friday. I think it's Friday of next week. So I have about a week until the test knit ends, and I've already finished basically everything I asked for. It just needs the body and one sleeve, and I've done everything. I just need to finish the ribbing. But yeah, so I definitely want to get it done before the test knit due date. I didn't get it done before our anniversary. I ended up getting just so exhausted, and yeah, that's a conversation for a later date. But a lot of stuff happened, and then I didn't touch it for a long time, and so I would have gotten it done before our anniversary, but because of the stuff that happened, I didn't. And yeah, now I'm trying to power through because I'm tired, and I want this sweater to be done. I got all of the yarn I need to cast on the second version in that white and speckly yarn. So that's exciting, but I need to finish whips first before I can do that. So anyway, I am going to sit down and start knitting on this, and hopefully I can get it done today. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna start knitting on this. The only issue, sorry, my neighbors down the road have dogs, so if you can hear them barking, I apologize. The window's open. It's very stuffy in this house. But okay, so I'm working on the ribbing. My yarn is all kinds of crazy right now. Hold on, stand by. I'm working on the ribbing, but I've noticed that the body is pretty short, and I am worried it's gonna look kind of funky. But this is all that I have left, and I don't know if it's even gonna be enough to finish the ribbing. I really hope it is, because I'm banking on having just a chunky rib to try and make up for some of that lack of body. I'll show you. So here's the armhole, I guess it's not like too bad, but it's just that's pretty short. Like, you know, wait, oh, I'm dropping stitches. Yikes. Okay, let me see. That's like pretty short. I'm so nervous that after all of this work, like it's just still gonna be too short. Like this should be way longer. But I only have this much yarn, and this is already like my 5th one. So I don't want to like get more. Plus I already started the ribbing because I'm wanting to be done with this. So it might have to just be cropped. See, this is why I did the sleeves and the collar first. I said this in the beginning because of this exact reason. Because I think my cats are messing with this. Oh no. Anyway, I would rather have the body be too short than run out and not have enough for the sleeves or the collar. Yeah, so I'm like worried. So I'm gonna have to wear it like tucked into things, I think, or like over a dress or over a skirt or something, which is fine. I'll make it work. I'll make it work. Okay, so I just ran out of that yarn and I still have like 9 rounds left. This is how much we have on the ribbing. It's kind of hard to see, but it's probably like 2 inches or 1.5 inches. And I was going more for like 3 or 4. But what I'm gonna do now, this is the body. It's so short. Peekaboo. Fine. So I have this left over from, I think this is from the first skein. I thought I had more, but I guess this is all that I have left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of like rough measure enough to sew down the neck, and then enough to do like an Italian bind off on the hem. And then I'm going to use the rest to at least finish the round that I'm on, because I don't have enough to get another inch. So let's do that really quick. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of do like this. Just kind of like a rough estimate. 1. Okay, there's the air fryer is going, so sorry for the noise in the background. But so I ran out of that yarn, and this is how much we have of the ribbing. It's really hard to see, I apologize. But anyway, I was in the middle of a round, and I don't know, it was like, let me see. So this is where I started, and this is where I'm at. So I knit all of this because I had that much yarn after I finished that round that I was telling you. I had that much yarn left over, so I was like, I don't want to start casting off and then have like a ton of yarn left over. So I just knit until I ran out, and then I'm just gonna start binding off in the middle of the round. I've never done that before. I don't think it's gonna affect it too much. I think it'll be fine. So we're gonna see how this goes. I'm gonna start casting off. I'm gonna do an Italian bind off, and what I'm gonna do I didn't love like binding off with both strands, and I'm not the biggest fan of like, I guess it blends in. I don't know. It just makes it kind of like clunky looking. So I'm gonna cut off the white yarn. Plus, it's really annoying trying to like weave with, or like sew with two strands, you know. So we're gonna cut this off. Okay, this is how much I have left of this yarn. This yarn went a long way. I only used 4 of these, and this is the 4th one. There's still quite a bit left. I'm gonna use this for some socks, I think. And then I lost my metal tapestry needle. It's my favorite tapestry needle. I have more. They're upstairs. So I'm gonna use this one. It's kind of big and hard to use, but that's all rot. We'll make it work. And we're just gonna start casting off. I have to try and remember the sequence that I did. Take that off. That stitch marker. Okay, and then we're gonna just dive in, and hopefully I don't butcher this. We'll see. Okay, it's done. Let me show you. The body is really short. Yeah, she's short. And then I tried it on, and I don't know how I feel about the fit of it. Like, it's still, like, even though I knit the medium size, it's still like super baggy at the top, and the sleeves are like pretty baggy. Oh my gosh, there's so much lint on this, jeez. But yeah, so like the top and the sleeves are really baggy, but then like it fits really well around my waist, but then it's so short, it's like right at my belly button, so it's like so short. Hi babe. Her Play-Doh came. But I was doing the Italian bind off, and I don't know what it is with this yarn, but like, I don't know if you can see, like, look how sloppy that looks. I didn't like that, so I just started just doing a regular like slip one over the other cast off, and that looks so much better. Here's what it looks like on like the outside. This is just a really short section, so I don't really care. I didn't want to go back and rip all that out. I did not feel like doing that. So this is what it looks like with just the regular slip one over cast off. It looks way better. The Italian bind off section is like on the right side, so it's not going to be that noticeable, and I'm not going to notice it while wearing it, so that's good. But yeah, it fits really nicely, but the neck comes like way down here. So I have this giant thing of elastic that I bought like 4 years ago, I want to say, maybe even longer than that. I got this a long time ago, and I've only ever used it once on my melange sweater. So I'm going to use this, and I'm going to sew down the collar. Oh, when I was casting off, I ran out of the yarn that I was using, so I had to use the yarn. This is all I have left of that yarn. I had to use this from the neck fold. Are you okay?
Yeah. I dropped my keys.
Oh no, careful. Okay, so anyway, I had to dip into this, which is what I was going to use for the sewing down the neck. So I was just getting like super irritated like casting this off. I'm like, this sweater is just starting to bother me. I love it so much. I love knitting it, but it's just, I'm starting to have negative feelings towards it, and I don't like that. So anyway, it bothers me how short it is, but I'm gonna try and block the snap out of it to see if I can get some, like, gain some length, and maybe that'll help with the bagginess, because if I stretch it down this way, it has to pull in like that, you know. So maybe if I like pull, it'll like give me a little bit of length. So yeah, and then since I don't have any more of the pink yarn to sew down the collar, I'm gonna use this, which is fine. It doesn't matter which yarn I use because you're not going to see it. It's going to be on the inside. Plus, this yarn is way more durable than the woolies. Like, I cannot break this. I have to use scissors to, like, I can't just like use my hand because it is so freaking strong. So if anything, this actually might end up being better to be like using this will probably be a smarter idea than using that woolies anyway, because it's nice and durable. So I know like I can stretch the fabric a lot with the elastic in here, and I don't have to worry about any of that sewing down breaking. So what I'd love to do is just sew down the collar and then we can get to blocking. So I'm gonna sew this down really quick and I'm gonna show you what it looks like before it's blocked. Okay, so it is done and we have some issues. Let me scooch it back more. Let's see. There, you can kind of see it better. So the elastic and sewed down the collar, and it is way better because before the collar was way down here and now it's sitting where it's supposed to be, but like I don't know, it's making it like pucker a little bit. And then also the back is fine, but the front is like above my belly button now. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm kind of not enjoying that at all. And it's just so like boxy, you know? I don't know. This is frustrating me. Like, why is this? Ugh. I need to stretch the crap out of it. But yeah, I'm gonna soak it and then, and the back is just like so, like, baggy and like not in a good way. I don't know. Maybe it's the yarn that I used. I'm gonna start soaking this for a little bit, and then me and my best friend are gonna go for a walk. And when I get back, we will block it. But yeah, I don't really like it. Oh my gosh, that's so frustrating. Hopefully blocking will do something, because it's stuff like this that makes me feel like, why do I even knit? I suck at this. Like, every sweater that I make like is so bad that it's like I don't wear them, except I have 2 sweaters that I wear, and one of which is the Melange sweater, but it has the same issue where it's too short in the front and way too low in the back, so I like never wear it unless I wear something over it. So technically I just have like one sweater that I love to wear, which is the other test knit I did for her. I don't remember what it's called, but that one fits great. It's just, it's huge. So I don't know, it's like every time I knit a sweater, I'm like, what is the point of knitting garments? Like, this is so annoying. I'm really in a bad mood about this sweater. But I'm gonna soak it, we're gonna block it, and hopefully blocking it will help. I'm worried that it's not, because these are, like, this is mostly plastic, and so I'm afraid it's not gonna do a whole lot. So, cross your fingers, let's see. Okay, so day 10, we hit our goal. We finally finished knitting this sweater. It is done, and the test knit is still going, but I'm done with that. It is blocking, so it's not gonna be done blocking today because that thing soaked up so much water. I had it soaking for an hour, and now it's laid out blocking, and I was stretching the snap out of the front portion. So it should be done. I squeezed out so much water, and then I rolled it up and squeezed it even more. So I tried to get out as much water as I could, but it still had like a lot of water in it, and it got heavy. So it's probably not gonna be done blocking until like Monday. I'm guessing today's Saturday, and I think it's gonna be done Monday night. Like, it's gonna take a while for that to finish blocking. So this is before blocking. Okay, so I am editing this video and I realized I never gave like a review or anything. So we're gonna go over that as I am taking care of this stuff. So here's my thoughts. I like the sweater. I think the pattern was so easy to follow. I love the idea of it. I love the construction. I love the detail of the shoulder seam on the back of the shoulder, like all of that. I think the pattern was very well written. It was really easy to follow. And she just makes really great patterns, okay? I've never really had much of an issue with following her patterns before. I think I chose the wrong yarn for this pattern. I met gauge. I was off by like half a stitch. But it was so heavy. And I think that's because of the Big Twist Baby Bunny yarn that I was using, because that yarn is so like dense. Like you can't just like pull it apart. You have to cut it, and like it's, I don't know, it just is so dense that I think that is what added like weight to it, you know? Anyway, so yeah, I think I chose the wrong yarn because I made it so heavy that it like, I don't know, it just wasn't very like enjoyable to wear. And then blocking it, I blocked it, I think it was like, I started Saturday morning and then it wasn't, like I checked on it last night and it was still kind of wet. So, that yarn just is not a very good combination, like together. So I'm not the biggest fan of the fabric that it made. And then also like, even though I knit the size medium, there's just so much positive ease in this pattern that, like everything up here was just so baggy that it like did not fit right. And then like the color is at the point where it's supposed to be, but then it's still wrinkled even though I blocked it. Okay, that's good enough. Oh my gosh, this thing is so, anyway, ignore that. So yeah, it was too baggy like all around here kind of. And so it just didn't fit right. And then it had like the puckering because of the collar. So I think I might have to go through and take out that strand of elastic and then maybe do like a looser strand so it fits more like down here instead of like up here. That might help with the puckering. And then also like the front, even though I blocked it so much, it still like didn't sit the way that I wanted it to. It still kind of was like a little bit high in the front and looks kind of weird. And then also it just was so boxy that it made me look like it was just unflattering. Like it was too baggy up here and then it just was like around my hips. Like I mean, you saw, it just did not look very flattering on me. And like, yeah, I don't know. I don't gravitate toward it. And we'll see if I wear it for Valentine's Day. I'm thinking what I might do is toss it in the dryer. I know it's controversial, but honestly, like sometimes when I like knit stuff and I toss it in the dryer, it fits better after I do that. Yeah, I might do that. I had to do that with a few pair of socks. I know that a sweater is far different from a sock, but we'll try that, see how that works, and see if it fits a little better around here. And then what I'm gonna do is I think I'll just wear it like over a dress, or like I talked about that linen jumper that I have. I might wear it under that. I think that would look really, really good. But because of it being so weirdly shaped like around the bottom half of like my waist, and with it being so just, it doesn't fit right, I think I need to cover that in some way. So like wearing it under the jumpsuit or the jumper, or like wearing it over a dress so that the dress can kind of like fill out the body for me, you know, stuff like that. Like wearing it tucked into a skirt, or like high-waisted jeans tucked in, like something like that to make it fit a little bit better. You know what I mean? Anyway, I will play around with that a little bit, and then maybe I'll like put some pictures on my community tab on here or something, and then you can see the different outfits that I make with it. But anyway, yeah, my thoughts are I'm still learning how to knit, even though I've been doing this for a few years now. And it's not my favorite sweater, I'll say that. I love the color, I just am not a fan of the way that it fits and the fabric that it made, but that has nothing to do with the pattern. That was just the way I knit, you know. But I think if I were to knit that sweater again and not hold the baby bunny with that, I think if I did just the Wool-Ease yarn alone, it would be a little off gauge, but it would probably, like, it would be super light and airy, and I think it would fit and drape so much better, you know. So anyway, thanks for watching this series. It's kind of a flop, I think, but I have a new sweater. I just have to kind of tweak it a little bit, I think, and figure out what looks good with it. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for my next video, which will be knitting a pair of socks for Valentine's Day. Okay, bye.